you see me? Hi.
Hi, this is Adam and Karen from ASK Plumbing and Air.
Hi, I'm Wayne from yournewboiler.com.
Hi, I'm Blair from Campbell Electrical.
Matt Guerra with Preston Link Electric.
Hi, I'm Jem from Jem's Carpet and Tiles.
Hey, it's Phil from Vision Landscaping.
I'm James from Est Energy Services.
Rob, I'm from Ozpest Adelaide.
Mornington Peninsula.
Luton, the United Kingdom.
Gainesville, Florida.
Perth, Western Australia.
Montreal, Canada.
Christchurch in New Zealand.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Chaos.
Challenging.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Definitely traumatic.
Crazy.
A huge road marker for humankind.
So it started like a normal year.
Just getting back into it kind of thing and sort of setting up for the year.
I invested more than 6 figures into the business this spring, and then a worldwide pandemic hits at the same time. So pretty nerve-wracking a little bit at first.
It was almost like the world stood still for a couple of weeks in March.
Which was very traumatic for everybody because we'd never seen anything like that before. We got hit pretty hard.
Business stopped coming in because people were really frightened.
Thing was changing on a daily basis.
We did notice a massive fall in new inquiries. The original plans for the year had to just be scrapped.
We got word that we're an essential business, so we stayed open.
There was still enough urgent jobs that people had to have done that kept us going.
So there was the concern about workflow, but there was also the concern about keeping our staff safe themselves.
If I can do one thing right, that's I look after my staff.
I was more worried about my employees and how my customers were affected by it.
But keeping the boys safe is number one.
We were working very hard to try and meet all the new requirements.
Health and safety precautions and extra stuff on top of the day-to-day health and safety stuff. So
We had face masks and hand sanitizer and everything we could think of to make it as safe for us and our customers as we could.
Our messages now to customers say, if you're sick or been somewhere within 14 days to COVID area, you've got to tell us.
Positive out of the negative, you know what I mean? And you've got to be able to adapt.
It's given me and my business the flexibility to innovate. I haven't gone to a site job in 6 months. So I have done everything remotely, which has always been my goal. And I started doing video quotes.
Before you'd have to only quote on site, whereas now we can have a phone consultation first, give a price estimate, then we can do a site visit if you need to. And that's actually streamlined our processes.
Silver linings.
I would never have to ask a client if they were home. Everyone was always home.
So they're finding more faults and
they can't spend the money on a $30,000 cruise ship or flights or whatever. So they'll get new lights or a new bloody bathroom or something like that.
I think a lot of people, in general, are a lot friendlier.
People are more willing to help each other, not just in the big things, but the little things.
We've been pretty fortunate in lots of ways, I think.
We, fortunately, in our business have been quite active during this time.
A lot of demand. We've done over 500 quotes.
It's maybe made some aspects of working a bit more challenging, but at the same time, I've still had plenty of work in that, which I'm thankful for.
Homeschooling with 4 children, I have quickly gone to really appreciate what teachers do.
We are coming back.
It's going very well. We are booked about 3 weeks in advance.
It's crazy busy.
We're on track for our best year yet.
We've navigated through all the ups and downs in the last 45 years, so I think we can navigate through some more ups and downs.
I can't see myself ever going back to how life was pre-2020.
Hello and welcome. Thank you to all the business owners for sharing their stories about the extraordinary year that is 2020. It's inspiring to see how adaptable, resilient, and positive the small business community is around the world. And thank you everyone for joining us today for this year's Servicemate launch event. We have lots of exciting updates to share, and I can't wait to go through them with you. Let's kick off by taking a quick look at the last 12 months. Last year, we released a range of features focusing on visibility, communication, and administration reduction. Improving visibility with a brand new GPS system, staff status visibility, a new business dashboard report, and more. Improving communication with two-way SMS, staff tagging, improved staff messaging, built-in photo markup functionality, and more. And finally, reduced administration with automated timesheet exporting, supplier price list importing, multi-staff booking, and more. So what are we talking about today? Well, it's been a crazy year. COVID has dramatically impacted people's lives, business operations, and economies globally. It's changed where you can work, how you need to communicate, and introduced more regulations and requirements. In this release, we focused on helping you adapt and succeed in these new conditions, improving your efficiency, enabling you to provide better service, automating more areas of your business, and providing you new ways to work remotely. So, I'm very excited to introduce you to Servicemate 9.0. There are four main areas of focus we've targeted with Servicemate 9.0: efficiency, customer service, automation, and remote working. Let's get into it. In terms of efficiency, we've improved some core functionality of the Servicemate app. We've also added support for the latest iOS 14 updates, deepening Servicemate's integration to your device and making it easier to access and use on a day-to-day basis. First of all, for iPad users, we've added support for Scribble. You can now write into any field in Servicemate and it will convert into text. So if you're still not a fan of typing or dictating, this could be for you. We've added picture-in-picture support for videos in Servicemate, allowing you to minimize a video and then navigate to anywhere in the app. This works for videos saved in the diary or knowledge videos. So for example, if you filmed a description of work you did, you could minimize it and then build your invoice while watching the video. The app also works with a new back tap feature, meaning you can literally tap the back of your iPhone to open Servicemate. For example, you could make it so when you double tap the back of your iPhone, it starts the next job in Servicemate. Or triple tap the back to open up the Servicemate camera in the job you checked into, saving you from having to unlock, open Servicemate, open the job, and then tap on the camera to take a photo. There are lots of cool options here to make your common workflows in the field faster and easier. In iOS 14, you can now permanently save widgets on your home screen amongst your app icons. We've added support for two: the Next Job widget, which highlights your next job and gives you a countdown for when you need to leave. Tapping on it will jump you straight into that job. And a Job List widget, which allows you to have any of your job lists visible. You could use this to highlight your unscheduled list, pending quotes, or any of the lists you've created. Available in 3 sizes, you can tap to open the list in Servicemate or jump straight into an individual job card. These widgets are great for bringing jobs out of Servicemate's walls and into the home screen, where it's more visible and accessible. Okay, so next up, we've improved material suggestions, a feature which automatically suggests materials that you use most to add to the invoice, saving you from having to search or scroll for them. The suggestions are now smarter and are based on material usage across all staff, not just your device. The job diary is great for storing important information, but only if your team in the field actually read it. So we've made a minor change here that we think will help. When there's new job information in the diary, it's highlighted like this, but it will only show for notes and communication. So you won't see this number if a job is queued, scheduled, or something like that. This is small, but we think it could make a big difference in your field staff noticing important new information. Who likes manually entering a long number? Numerophiles, but no one else. And that's exactly why we're adding the ability to scan barcodes into services, forms, and assets. If you install or service equipment with barcodes, you can now select the barcode option above the keyboard and scan barcodes and serial numbers straight in. This option automatically shows when you have the word serial or barcode in the name of a field. If you work with barcodes, this should save a heap of time on site and really help with reporting. The camera is the most used feature in the Servicemate app, with over 37 million photos taken in the last 12 months. So we've made a few improvements. First, we've added multi-lens support, making it easier to zoom in or capture wide-angle shots when taking photos. We've doubled the maximum video recording length from 15 to 30 seconds, and we've introduced a new iPad-specific camera with a better layout and button placement for how you actually hold an iPad. We've also made several improvements to photo management. You can now import more than one photo at a time into Servicemate, selecting up to 10 photos in one go. And if you use photo tags, you can now add and edit tags from the diary. Previously, you could only add tags when taking the photo. So now, if you forget to tag a photo or make a mistake, you can fix it. A huge amount of work is still sent and received via PDF work orders. A few years ago, we launched a PDF scanning solution that scans work orders into your Servicemate inbox, so it can pre-fill parts of the job card. Since then, we've continued to improve and add support for more and more work orders. But we've also seen that a lot of the time, work orders are being converted to jobs before it's had time to process. So we've added a processing spinner, so you can see that if you wait, we'll be able to get some of the information from the document for you. If you receive a lot of work orders, look at setting out rules in your email to automatically forward these into your Servicemate inbox, so they are more likely to be processed by the time you need to convert it. We've also made the Servicemate inbox faster. Messages now arrive much quicker than before, and it will refresh without you needing to close the inbox or reload the page. And speaking of speed, we've also improved the job search on the dispatch board. Now, as you type, you'll see results start appearing instantly without needing to hit search or enter, making it easier to find the right job. Online booking is a really popular and simple way to get work. This year, we're introducing 2 ways to help you understand more about the bookings coming in. First of all, you can now track where your online bookings are coming from. You could track how many inquiries are coming in from your website, Facebook, Instagram, or Google. You could use it to track individual advertising campaigns or even individual social posts you do. And secondly, you can now see how many bookings each service is driving. You can see how many people have visited the booking page, how many bookings you've received, the conversion rate, and then the total revenue generated from those bookings. This gives you much more visibility into what is and isn't working, allowing you to fine-tune your online business promotion. Okay, we've looked at improvements to help make you more efficient. Let's talk about another area of your business that's now more important than ever: customer service. The experience you provide your customers is a major driver in getting work into the business. You'll get more referrals and return customers and better reviews the more you focus on improving your service and customer experience. As a business owner, one of the challenges you'll face as you grow is that you can no longer be at every job. So even if you provide a great service starting out, it can start to slip as you grow. This is why we introduced the Servicemate feedback add-on, which allows you to stay in tune with your customer's experience for all work going on in the business. But the problem is, while the feedback add-on is great for picking up issues where you need to step in and maybe revisit a client's job, it doesn't help you make use of the great feedback coming in. And with Google and Facebook reviews now having a massive effect on your business's online presence and inquiries, there's a big opportunity here. So we've got several updates to the feedback add-on to make the feedback more useful, provide an opportunity for every single job to get reviewed, and provide more insight into your customer's experience. So first, we're making the feedback more useful. Now when a customer leaves positive feedback, they're directed to an updated thank you page that asks the customer to share their review on either Google or Facebook. It shows the review they typed and allows them to copy it. When the customer leaves feedback that isn't positive, it doesn't offer Google or Facebook. As usual, the review will display in your activity feed, giving you an opportunity to reach out, resolve the issue, and turn it into a positive experience. To set this up, all you need to do is enter your Google or Facebook review link in feedback settings. Next, we need to make sure every customer is given an opportunity to provide feedback. Doing this gives you a complete picture of your service and promotes a culture of caring about the customer's experience. You'll very quickly find out which staff are doing a great job and who needs improvement. So first of all, if the customer pays their invoice online, they'll now be offered to provide feedback there and then. This is a great time to ask. It's really easy for them, and their experience and satisfaction with your business is still fresh in their minds. They are then directed to the same thank you pages, again driving more reviews to Google and Facebook. And secondly, we're introducing a new feedback request automation, where Servicemate will automatically send a feedback request for every completed and paid job. Simply turn it on in automations and set when you want the request to go out. Servicemate will only send it if you haven't received feedback for that job, ensuring the customer isn't asked when they've already given a review. These changes should drive your feedback collection through the roof and start providing really valuable insights. To help you monitor this, we're introducing a new customer feedback report, allowing you to see how you're tracking each month and whether you're improving or not. We've also added a customer feedback report to the business dashboard, giving you a quick stat of how you're progressing this month against last month. Posting on social media has become a great way to bring in new business. And the thing about trades and services is the noticeable and tangible results when you finish a job. It makes great, eye-catching social media content. We've got 2 simple updates to make posting easier and more effective. Now, when you do a social post, you can open up a photo, select Share to Social Media, and then select all the photos you want to share. And if you've received customer feedback on the job, you can select this special feedback item, which automatically turns the feedback into a nicely presented image. You can then select whether you want to share to Facebook or Instagram, and Servicemate will switch you into that app, with the images ready to add to your post. If you get into the habit of taking nice before and after photos, and combine this with positive feedback, you have a simple but powerful marketing engine for your business to drive new work. When you're booking a new job for a client, wouldn't it be great to get an insight into their property? How big is their yard? What type of building is it? Is it multi-story? And how many rooms do they have? The more information you have, the smarter you can work, and the less likely you are to be blindsided by an obvious issue when you arrive on site. Introducing Location Insights. We can now bring up detailed photos of a property in new job cards, giving you quick insights into the building you're dealing with. Some will even have a floor plan, so you can understand the layout as well. And the photos are also dated, so you know how current they are. Essentially, you get a virtual site visit instantly from wherever you are, helping you work more efficiently and remotely with your clients. We're launching this feature in Australia and New Zealand. Last year, we introduced two-way SMS, which allows your customers to reply to your text messages and even send through photos. If you're not using this yet, you should be. It's free and can be activated through add-ons. One problem it has though is when a conversation spans over a few days or even weeks, it gets broken up in the diary amongst scheduled events, photos, emails, notes, and more, which makes it harder to follow. Now, when replying to a customer, you can see a full message history with that customer, allowing you to quickly read through the conversation without everything else in the diary. We've also introduced support to properly display emojis your clients send through. Awesome! Along with improving 2way SMS, we've got some great updates to another big communication aspect of Servicemate, email. First, we made it so you can see which contact you're emailing in the app, so you can be confident you're emailing the right person. And we've made improvements to help get the email right. Online, you can see the email underlined if we detect that it's incorrect. And on the app, when you try to send the email, we'll notify you if it's incorrect straight away. And when an email bounces, the person who sent the email will receive a bounce notification so they can deal with it quickly. When a customer replies with an attachment, currently you can only see this online. This made it harder emailing on the go, and meant if you wanted your staff in the field to have access to it, you needed to download and reattach it to the job. Now, you can easily see attachments to email and customer texts in the app, allowing field staff to access everything they need to. We've also improved visibility of attachments on the online job card. You used to have to open up the email or reply to see there were attachments. Now, you can see and view them straight from the diary. If you're halfway through writing an email and something comes up requiring you to close it, currently you have to lose what you've typed. Well, now we'll automatically save your email progress when you close the email. Then, when you reopen the job and click email, you can pick up where you left off. You don't have to remember to save as draft or anything, it all works automatically. Email templates are a simple but powerful way to streamline a lot of your emails and workflows. But if you have attachments you want to send with a template, it's pretty inconvenient. So this year, we're adding support for attachments to email templates. This could be great for things like core email templates. Create a showcase document with examples of the work you've done and automatically attach it to your quotes to help improve win rate. We have one final email improvement. Throughout a job, you may have many different contacts you need to email to get it done. And the email addresses are all over the place. They're in the work order you receive the work, they're saved in the client card, in an email from the property manager, or maybe in a customer reply. So to email the right person, it usually involves cutting and pasting from somewhere, which is annoying and time consuming. So today, we're introducing a solution for this. For example, if you received a work order from a real estate agent and needed to email the property manager, you can now simply click here and you can select from the person who sent the email, all the emails stored in the work order, which in this case is the site contact, the tenant, and the property manager. And then you simply click the person you want to add. But that's not all it auto completes from. You also have access to all the emails stored in the client card, emails in job notes, and emails within the content of an email. You can also start typing to filter the results down to help you find them. Unlike autocomplete in email software you might use, we don't autocomplete from every email you've ever sent. It only offers emails that directly relate to the job you're working on. This is to reduce the chance of emailing the wrong person and make it faster to find the right person. Okay, next we're looking at automation. The idea of automating tasks to eliminate administration, systemize your business, and help you succeed has always been a major focus for us. Last year, we introduced automated time tracking. We love this feature because it's the ultimate example of what we want to achieve, 100% automation. However, if you need to charge your clients for trips to the supplier, it didn't work, as Servicemate would automatically check you out when you left, making it difficult to track this time. This year, we're adding off-site trip management. Now, when you leave a job site to a supplier, Servicemate will still check you out, but it will track the travel to the supplier, time at the supplier, and travel back to the job. Then when you check out at the end of the job, you have the option to add the trip time to the job. You can choose to include each location individually. So if you went to 2 suppliers, you can choose to only add the travel and time at one of the suppliers. Servicemate will also automatically add the travel time back to the job from the last location you visited. We've also got an improvement to help when you go to a job and for some reason Servicemate's unable to check you in automatically, such as when the job's not scheduled to you or the address is entered incorrectly. In these scenarios, when you tap Start Job, Servicemate will offer to wind your check-in time back to when you arrived at your current location. These improvements should save you and your team the task of tracking time separately and help ensure you're accurately charging for the time jobs are actually costing you. If automatic time tracking didn't work for you last year, it's worth giving it another try in 9.0. Last year, we added the ability to see when staff had checked into a job from the schedule and the map. This year, we've also added support to the job card so you can see when a staff member is checked into that job, providing even more visibility into job and staff status. The automation add-on in Servicemate is one of our most popular features, automating many communication tasks, like booking reminders to avoid client no-shows, quote follow-ups to increase quote conversion, and invoice follow-ups to help you get paid faster. We've supported booking reminders for a long time, which automatically sends an email and text message about an upcoming booking. But something we've had a lot of demand for is the ability to send a booking confirmation to customers, as a courtesy and as a reference for the booking. So we're very excited to introduce the new booking confirmation automation. Activate it in automations, and then when you're scheduling the booking, you can simply tick this box to send the confirmation. And the same functionality is available on the app. Simply activate this switch when making a booking. Servicemate will remember what you set this as, so you only have to tick it once to start sending booking confirmations each time you make a booking. This should further streamline your scheduling workflow and boost your customer service and communication. Now, let's talk about recurring jobs and getting paid for these jobs. We've always advocated for collecting payment on site once the job's done, but this isn't always possible for jobs where the client is at present, which is a lot of recurring jobs. And the fact that your client needs to manually pay every recurring invoice is annoying for them too. It's a manual task they need to take care of, repeatedly. It also increases your overall time to get paid and the time you spend monitoring unpaid invoices. So with recurring jobs, we wanted to make payment easier for your client, improve their experience, improve your cash flow, and eliminate invoicing and payment administration. So today, we're introducing automatic payment for recurring jobs. Your customers now have the option, when paying a recurring job, to pay future invoices for that job automatically. Once activated, the customer's card will be charged automatically according to their payment terms. We think your clients will love this. They can set and forget, and you get better cash flow and less payment administration. If recurring jobs aren't your focus, but you're looking at diversifying with recurring services to open up some consistent revenue and cash flow, you should check this feature out, as it can help you manage these offerings with clients. If you do a lot of work for a client under contract or agreement, with lots of jobs every week or month, it's not easy for the client to review all invoices and quickly see what they owe. So today, we're introducing a simple solution: live statements. You can now automatically send clients a link to a list of all outstanding invoices and the total outstanding amount. They can view the full details of each invoice individually. As invoices are paid and new invoices arrive, the live statement will update. This all makes it incredibly easy for your customers to see and settle their outstanding invoices. Activate it through automations, set whether your live statements are sent out every week, 2 weeks, or at the start of the month, and then simply tick which clients you want to receive statements. Okay, we have one more thing we'd like to show you. But first, let's look back and see where we've come from. In 2007, the first iPhone launched. In 2008, the App Store opened. And in 2010, the first Servicemate app launched. It's pretty much unrecognizable compared to the Servicemate of today. The iPhone, apps, and cloud technology have transformed how small businesses work. For trades and services, coming from pen and paper, diaries, calendars, and spreadsheets, you now have the right tool for the nature of your business. You can run your business, serve your customers, and work from anywhere in a way that just wasn't possible before. Today, 10 years after Servicemate launched, technology has reached the point where we can make a huge leap forward in one of the most important areas of your business: your phone. Now, you already have a phone. It makes and receives phone calls, and it does it really well. But you've had it for so long that it's easy to miss how much it doesn't do for you. And when you really look at it, it's not very smart, and it's pretty limiting. First of all, your phones only ring in one location. You don't have the same freedom that Servicemate provides you with being able to access it from anywhere in the world. For example, if you run your business from a single mobile, you have to pass it around to whoever needs to answer it and manage who takes it when they're on call. And in a COVID world where admin staff can't come into work, you have no way for staff in multiple locations to answer phones. Secondly, you can't see what calls are happening in your business. When you're not in the office, you don't know if the phone's being answered, whether it rang, or anything. When you put staff on call, you don't know if they're answering the phone or missing opportunities. You have no recording of what was said. If you forget something the customer said, you have to call back to get that information. And you have no proof of what was said if you ever need it. And you have very limited visibility into whether you're getting more or less calls over time. Thirdly, staff calling clients on their personal numbers creates confusion. When your customers receive the call, they don't recognize the phone number. If the customer is unhappy with the work, they might end up calling that staff member back, who may try and solve the problem themselves and potentially make it worse. And if a staff member leaves the business and then the customer calls their number months later, you may lose that work. And finally, there's no connection to your business data. Your phones don't know anything about your customers or their history with your business. If you think about what having emails, SMSs, notes, and photos all in one place has done for your business, imagine what having your phone communication as well could do. We've been thinking about this for a long time, waiting for the right time and technology to deliver a great, simple solution to these problems. So today, I'm very excited to introduce you to a whole new way that Servicemate can help your business. Servicemate Phone. ServiceMate Phone, a smartphone for trades and service businesses. It's in the cloud. You can answer calls from your phone number from anywhere in the world. Every call that happens in your business, you can see in real time. All outgoing calls come from your business number, whether your field staff are making the call from their iPhone or office staff are making the call from their computer. And it's deeply integrated with Servicemate, allowing us to streamline tasks, automate, and improve visibility. Let's check it out. First of all, it's actually a completely new iOS app, ServiceMate Phone, that works alongside the current Servicemate app. And secondly, there is a Servicemate Phone app for your web browser to use the phone through the dispatch board. Let's see it in action. When a customer calls your business number, your phone rings. Whoa. But this is where it gets cool. Say you have an admin staff member working from their computer at home because of a pandemic or something. Their phone rings too. It will ring all staff you choose on whatever they're connected from. It could be their iPhone, iPad, or computer, simultaneously. And it doesn't matter where they are. They could literally be in Kathmandu or even Darwin, wherever that is. And I want to emphasize that it's only the staff you choose to answer phones. So your field staff are not going to get interrupted with phone calls. Pretty cool, right? Well, it's about to get cooler. Because the phone is connected to your Servicemate data, you can see who is calling and greet them by name. Once you've answered, you have instant access to their most recent job and job history, including any upcoming bookings. You can tap to open the job over in Servicemate and check for the details or make changes while you're on the call. Or you can view any other open jobs they have with your business. You also have the option to enter a call summary. This can be used to enter a brief description of the purpose of the call and any action required, so you can tell what the call was about in a single glance. To make entering summaries quicker, you can add your most used summaries in one tap. If the client has a new inquiry, you have some options. You can send them an online booking text, inviting them to complete your inquiry form, which will come through to your Servicemate inbox. Or you can create a new job on the spot, which will start the new job wizard in Servicemate. If you answer the phone from the dispatch board, Servicemate will automatically search and show all jobs for that caller in the job list. The ability to see who's calling and getting instant access to their information allows you to instantly make a huge difference in customer service. It's like magic, nothing they've ever received before and well beyond their expectations. After a call, you can action it in the same way you could on the call. You have quick access to their jobs, you can set a summary, send a booking text, create a new job, or you can send the call to your Servicemate inbox. If you close out of the call, you can view a list of all recent calls. You can see if they were missed or answered, who they were answered by. You can even see if a missed call has been returned. You can re-access the call details of any recent call by tapping here. To call a client, it's the same as it was before. You can tap any number in the Servicemate app, and it will start the call in the Servicemate phone instead of the Apple phone. But what's really cool is you can now make calls from your computer. From the dispatch board on an open job card, you have a new call button. Click the drop down and select the contact you want to call, and the Servicemate phone will call them. But wait, there's more. You can click to call numbers saved in notes or within emails, saving your office staff from having to manually enter phone numbers all day. And whether staff are calling from the dispatch board or the iOS app, they'll all be calling from your business number. This means clients always have one contact number for your business, no matter who they're dealing with. There's also some really useful features for handling calls. While you're on a call, you can transfer them to someone else if needed, such as the technician for their job or someone back in the office. Another useful scenario is where the client is on the line and you want to put them on hold while you check something with a team member. To do this, transfer the call to the team member you want to speak with. Have a quick chat with them while the client is on hold, and when you're done, tap Cancel Transfer and you'll be reconnected with the client. Every call that you make and receive automatically saves against a job. If you set a call summary, you can see that along with a recording and transcription, providing a more complete picture of communication throughout the job. Servicemate Phone allows you to manually or automatically record calls in your business. So you can not only see that a call happened, but listen to how the call was handled. All recorded calls are also automatically transcribed. It even breaks the conversation down by speaker. Now, we'll admit, the transcription is not perfect, but it does make it easy to quickly see what happened on a call. On the app, you can even play back specific parts of the transcript. Say a client provided you their job and email address during the call. You can open up the call transcript and tap that part of the conversation to listen back to it, allowing you to quickly get the information you need. Call recording and transcription open up new ways of working. Say you're on a roof or somewhere you can't easily take information down. You can ask the customer to tell you their contact and job details, knowing that you can get this information later from the recording when you have your hands free. If you offer an after-hours service, calls automatically divert to the staff member on call after normal business hours. You can easily set who is on call, both in the Servicemate app through the staff area or online from the staff dropdown. So you never need to remember to divert your phone or pass around an on-call phone again. You also have a separate voicemail message for after hours. So if the person on call can't get to the phone, they'll hear your message about your after-hours services before they leave a voicemail. For many of you, you've probably found it hard to let go of your after-hours phone, and one of the driving factors being that you don't know what's happening. Well, now you can. As a business owner, at any time you can view business calls and see whether business calls are being answered, missed, and if they've been called back. If you don't offer an after-hours service, or when a call is missed, the caller will go through to your voicemail and they're invited to leave a message. You can access and listen to voicemails through the recent calls on the ServiceMate Phone app, and voicemails also arrive in your Servicemate inbox, where you can listen to the recording, review the transcript, and then action it. With all your phone calls going through Servicemate, we can provide you with some new insights into the calls in your business. First of all, we've added a new dashboard item, showing you the total incoming calls you've received in the last 4 weeks. Whether the phone is ringing is a simple but reliable indicator of incoming work. We've also created 2 reports breaking down your incoming calls. You can get an idea of call volume between operating hours and after hours, and you can see a breakdown of potentially missed opportunities by looking at all missed calls between business hours and after hours. You also have a full history of all calls in the business. You can filter the calls down by staff, time of day, and whether it was answered or missed. Finally, we've got an awesome activity feed report for after hours calls. Whenever an on-call shift changes, you get a simple report of calls that happened after hours while the staff member was on call. It shows how many calls they answered, how many they missed, and then the total revenue generated from those calls. This simple report will help you stay on top of how on-call staff are performing. So the next big question is, what does it cost? We wanted this to be an affordable and fair price for small business. So today we're launching with 2 plans. First is a $9 a month pay-as-you-go plan. You have access to the full functionality of the phone system. Unlimited staff, access anywhere, outbound caller ID, on-call staff management, inbox voicemail, call recording and transcription, call reporting and insights, and then you pay 8 cents a minute for calls. And we're offering a second unlimited plan for $49 a month, which comes with unlimited phone calls and all the phone functionality. These are our introductory pricing plans and will only be available until the 1st of January 2021, after which the price will go up. But if you start before the 1st of January, you'll get to keep your introductory price. Check out our website for pricing for your region. ServiceMate Phone is launching with support for Australia, United Kingdom, United States, and Canada, and rolling out gradually. If you want to get started, you can join the waitlist through the add-on store. Okay, let's recap what we've released today. We've improved efficiency with Apple Pencil scribble support, picture-in-picture video support, backtap support, a new Next Job widget, and the new job list widgets. We've improved Smart List, improved the diary notification on the app, introduced barcode scanning support, improved the camera with multi-lens support, the new iPad-specific camera, and increased the video recording length. We've improved photo management with multi-photo import and improved photo tagging. We've improved the work order scanning experience, made job search faster, and introduced online booking tracking. We've improved service with an improved feedback add-on, driving Google and Facebook reviews, introduced a feedback request after payment, a customer feedback automation, and feedback reporting. We've made sharing to social media easier, introduced location insights, improved two-way SMS with a new conversation view. We've improved email with better contact type visibility, a new email bounce notification, incorrect email detection, better diary attachment visibility, draft email support online, email template attachment support, and autocomplete emails. And we've helped automate with improved time tracking with off-site trip support and check-in adjustment. We introduced booking confirmation automation, automated payments for recurring jobs, and live statements. And finally, we introduced ServiceMate Phone, a smartphone for small business, helping you adapt to the changing conditions and take your customer service to the next level. If you've been using Servicemate for a while, you'll know that sometimes we save a little something for the end. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we just couldn't get as much done as we wanted. So that is all we have for today. Nah, we still have one more thing. Now, more than ever, businesses need to protect themselves. A great way to provide protection is by getting sign-off and approval from the customer, giving you an avenue if something goes pear-shaped to defend yourself. But the thing about protection is, if you don't use it every time, it's the one time you don't that gets you. So, getting sign-off needs to be simple and fast enough that you do it for every job. Servicemate forms are great for this. You can create documents and easily collect the client's signature on site. But when the person you need to sign off from isn't at the job, it's more difficult and may not actually happen. And with COVID, best practice is to have contactless workflows as much as possible. So today, we're excited to introduce remote document signing. You can now email quotes and forms to your customers and they can easily sign them online. With forms, you simply complete the questions and produce the form. If you like, you can still get the customer to sign on site, but now your client has the ability to review the completed form before signing. To sign remotely, tap Send via email. The form is automatically attached and you can see that it's signable by the icon. If you create an email template for form signing, you can select it here. Then send the email. When they receive the email, it has a special View button at the top, which takes them to a page where they can review the form. And when they're happy, they can click the Sign button, type their signature, and click Sign. They can then see and download a copy of the signed document. On your side, the diary will update with a note that the form was signed, and the form document itself will update with a signed version. You can also make your quotes signable. Rather than simply clicking Accept, they are asked to sign their name and accept the quote. On your side, this will accept the quote and update the quote document with their signature. To start using this feature, all you need to do is update your quote and form templates with a new customer signature and date field, and remove any customer signature questions that you have on your forms, as they won't be needed anymore. In many regions, it's still good business practice to have your customers confirm they don't have COVID symptoms before you visit their site. To help with this, we've created a COVID form that you can send to the customer to sign. It'll be available free on the Form Store shortly after this presentation. Okay, that actually is a wrap. The Servicemate 9.0 update will be available to download on the App Store shortly. We'll start rolling out the Servicemate Phone to customers on the waitlist later today. And you can get instant access to everything we've released today by clicking Activate in your settings area, which is available now. From all of us here, thank you for using Servicemate. We hope it's making a positive impact in your business and lives. Stay safe, guys. See you later.